I understand this argument, and I've heard it for a while, that what we've got right now at procurement works just fine. For the last 25 years, we haven't had any scandals. I think that's terrific. I also think, daggone guys, that's a low bar. Man, that's a low bar. And that's like saying, seriously, that's like saying that the purpose of our educational system should be to keep children out of jail. I mean, that is a low bar. That our procurement is good because we haven't had any scandals. Now, we shouldn't have scandals, but man, that should be a given. That is a low bar. And I think, y'all, we can do better than that. But if you leave it all in the existing structure, if you leave it all under SFAA, we are not going to do better than that. I've heard that for 25 years we've had no scandals. Gentlemen, I will tell you that for 25 years, we've also not been commended for anything important. You know, it's interesting that there's actually a couple organizations out there that deal with procurement, and they look at the states, and they look at how things operate in the states with procurement. And they actually, they hand out awards every year. And it's not just one. I mean, they hand out multiple awards every year, 4 or 5, sometimes 6 awards in a year. Since 1985, this great system that we have in South Carolina has not once received an award. Y'all, we haven't even received an honorable mention. Folks, we have South Carolina businesses that do not bid on state procurement, on state RFPs because of the way that our process is. And I'm not saying that putting in DOA alone fixes everything. I'm not saying that at all. But I do say that it gives us the opportunity to do so much more. And it is irresponsible of us not to at least try that. I understand the concerns about potential abuse. I think we can deal with that. But people have to be willing to consider other alternatives. And so far what I hear is that there's not really a whole lot of consideration of other alternatives. I mean, what we get is, look, we haven't had any scandals in 25 years, so we ought to just leave it the way it is. At some point, somebody has to make decisions. At some point, somebody has to be accountable. You don't have that with a 5-member board. I mean, you just don't. We've experienced that for generations. That will continue to be the case here.